This is a SnapEd New York video presentation.
Today for lunch, we'll be making a wrap with leftovers, and I'll walk you through how to make homemade salad dressing. Hi everyone, Kim with Cornell Cooperative Extension. I work with our SnapEd program. Today I'm going to be talking to you about lunch, and I'm going to show you how to make a whole wheat wrap. Now, before we do that, I just want to look at my plate one more time. Remember, half of what you should be eating throughout the day should be fruits and vegetables. Our wrap today has got 3 different types of vegetables. I'm putting peppers, onions, and spinach on mine. You can choose different vegetables from what you have in your refrigerator. On the other side of the plate, we have grains and protein. I'm going to be wrapping everything up in a whole wheat tortilla, and I have some leftover chicken that I'm going to be adding to it. One other thing I want to point out is that we're going to be making some salad dressing today. And I'm going to be using some heart-healthy olive oil. And we're going to talk some more about healthy fats while we wrap it up. You want to make sure you have all of the ingredients when you start, that you're working on a clean surface and you've washed your hands. Using leftovers is an easy way to put a healthy lunch together. For the veggie group, I have some spinach, onion, and peppers that were already chopped up from the salad I made the day before. You'll notice they add a variety of colors, which means a variety of nutrients. You could use lettuce, tomatoes, carrot strips, or whatever colorful variety of vegetables you have. I had some leftover chicken that I'm using from my protein source, but this would work with white beans as well, or another lean meat. I'll wrap it all up on a whole grain tortilla. Remember, half of the grains you eat throughout the day should be whole grains, because they have fiber and other vitamins and minerals you miss out on when you eat a refined grain. Look for this symbol on the label, or check to make sure the first ingredient listed says whole. Don't be fooled by enriched, multigrain, or wheat flour. If it doesn't say whole wheat or whole grain, it isn't what you're looking for. I'm adding some healthy fat by mixing heart-healthy olive oil with red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, and 1 garlic clove to make the dressing. Healthy fats eaten in moderation are an important part of a balanced diet, so I want to take a second to help you identify what a healthy fat is. Here you can see places to find them. Like I mentioned, olive oil is a healthy fat, as are other plant-based oils that are liquid at room temperature. Avocados also contain good fats. You see nuts, nut butter, and seeds listed here as well. They're all good sources of healthy fats and protein. So are fatty fish like salmon. This last group is a good substitute for other types of meat that contain saturated fat. Now that I've given you good sources of fat, let's talk about what is not a good source. I'll start with trans fat. Check for it in cookies, crackers, chips, and other processed packaged foods. If you see trans fat, it is best to make another choice and avoid it altogether. The other type of fat to watch for is saturated fat. While trans fat is found in processed foods, saturated fats can be found in both whole and processed foods. Saturated fat is solid at room temperature. While the amount varies, any type of meat you eat contains saturated fat. Butter stays solid at room temperature too, so that's saturated. You can also find it in baked goods, fried food, cheese, and even ice cream. Think of this bacon grease. Right after cooking it, it is liquid in the hot pan. But if you let it sit and cool down, it turns solid. You wouldn't pour that down your sink when it's hot because you know it'll clog up the sink once it cools down. Do you want that to happen in your body? Over time, your arteries clog up the same way, and your heart can't pump the way a healthy heart does. So that's why it's best to stay away from saturated fat as much as possible and stick with the good fats. Before we finish up today, I just want to mention one more thing. If you don't have the whole wheat tortillas that I have, you can make this on whole wheat bread as a sandwich. Another great idea would be to make a pasta salad using all the same ingredients with whole grain pasta and the salad dressing that I taught you how to make today. If you make any of those, send us a picture and share it. Or if you have other good ideas for lunch, share that as well. I'll be back tomorrow to make hummus for a snack. Remember, everything you eat matters over time.
Thank you for joining us today. We know the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP-Ed New York. This program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Learn how SNAP-Ed can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapedny.org. This material is funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.